star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Greetings, everyone, from Sacramento. The Kings playing host to a Western Conference affair here in the capital of California. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courts, and as things... And that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA. For the two teams tonight, Brent, it's been a rough ride as of late. Everything seems to be working against you. What do you do to try to right the ship, get back on track?
There are sometimes during the seasons, Kevin, where you need to be reminded of what training camp was supposed to represent for your team. So you get 30 games in and 40 games in. Maybe you lose track of what the mantra was for camp and how you wanted to set that foundation. That could be a thing tonight for this team. Remember what training camp was for you. Bring that message to the floor.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Ayton Booker pairing up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Trevor Ariza. Shot clock at 6. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Cauley-Stein, a screen. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. Got a piece of it. Drains it from 9 feet away.
That's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Ariza kicks to Booker. The 9-foot shot, and the jumper is good. Booker's got his first basket.
He enjoys hitting shots in the face of the D, especially when he's near the hoop. Devin Booker with a nice 2 there.
Heel dishes to Fox. Overnight. Fox, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Ariza against Bogdanovich. Ariza goes in, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. Here's Bogdanovich. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. Well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up. Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
Booker outside. Holmes, that's a screen. Goes up on the wing. Ariza no up. And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they've played that style. The Suns and that running gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster.
That's a nice stroke there from Devin Booker. He is a great shooter from deep.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Cauley Stein with a screen on Ariza. Guarded by Holmes. From 12 feet out. Sacramento again missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Holmes sets a screen. The drive by Booker. Overhealed. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 7 points.
I like to watch Devin Booker get himself in that in-between area on the floor and get a jump shot off like that.
Dishes it to Fox. They set the pick. On the wing, Hield. Over Ariza. Hield with the bucket.
And such a quick figure there. Hield able to hit even with a hand in his face.
Suns leading by 3. Now Booker, 7 points in the game. Knight on the wing, guarded by Fox. With some arc. A shot by Knight, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Fox with it, now guarded by Booker.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You gotta love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
And Booker kicks to Holmes. Ariza against Bogdanovich. Kicks it out to Booker. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
Cauley Stein with the screen for Bogdanovich. From 11 feet away. That shot off the mark. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Booker. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. 9 points for Devin Booker.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Greg, you look at Brandon Knight and you figure that he would be perfect in the role of a 6th man off the bench.
You know, I think you hit it right on the head. I think he does fit that mold because of the ability to play both guard positions and also as a scorer facilitator. It's just never easy to learn the nuance of that role right off the bat. Adjusting to it is one reason I think he struggled so much last year. Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Farrell kicks to Bielitsa. He feeds it to McLemore. In the corner, Farrell. Clock is at 3. Over Daniels. Farrell gets the bucket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
The Suns leading. Pass to Bridges. Chandler a screen. Outside Jackson. Back to Chandler. Passes it to Bridges. Launches a 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. In the corner, it's McLemore. Connects from 3-point range. McLemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
To the inside, and stolen by Koufos. 1:37 left to play in the first. Farrell passes to Koufos. Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Jackson. And Jackson with the block.
And Jackson is an impressive defender, using his huge wingspan to turn away shots.
That one drops for him. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Farrell kicks to Labissiere. There's the pass to Koufos. Here's Bjelica. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Farrell. Chandler with the rebound.
And somehow, some way, he couldn't get that one to fall from in between. Got to take advantage of the weak defense when you can.
Yep, that one goes in there.
I tell you, at 6'8", Jackson is a more than capable scorer on the inside. Great at getting close to the rim and just finishing with the soft touch.
Pass to Bjelica. Here's Farrell. Three-pointer. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Jackson kicks to Daniels. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good. .11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Sacramento with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Farrell passes to Bjelica. Here's Daniels. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns.